What's up out there, YouTube? My name is Jesse and I'm back for another comic book video, and this time I'm going to be doing the outfits of Thor. And not just the best outfits. I'm going to be doing some of the good ones to some of the oh my god, what the hell were you thinking ones. Now, I think I have Thor right here on my brand new t-shirt. He's in his modern outfit. I'm only using the Thor from the comic books. I'm not using any of the cartoons or any of the movies. I'm also using 616 Thor. Now one of these, I do believe it was 616 because it was an alternate Earth, but I believe it was in the same dimension. Overall, I'm only going to be doing the comic books, so let's start off with the first four. The first three are definitely, oh my god, what were you thinking? Come out to the mid to late 90s, and the mid to late 90s was kind of weird. Let me show you why. This is exactly what I mean about the late 90s. There is no reason the X-Men should look like this. I mean, this is the X-Men. This is Hulk. Even the Iron Man armor, he has a six-pack on his chest plate. There is no reason for this. Thank God the 2000s came along and set everything back to where it should be. Now, coming in with the number 10, I am not quite sure when this outfit first showed up. I'm fairly certain it showed up in 1996, but I think it showed up in the Marvel vs. DC storyline before it ever appeared in the comic books. It looked like it showed up in June of 1996, but didn't appear in the comic books until August of 96, where it first appeared in Avengers. Before it was in Avengers before he even showed up in the Thor comic books with this outfit, which was September of 1996. I'm not sure when this outfit actually showed up, and it's just bad. It's bad. It showed up at the same time that Onslaught was happening, and thank God, because this is an armor that really they should never go back to. Now, as I was saying, the continuity of this armor is really all over the place. The continuity of following across the comic books don't even correspond. He's not wearing it where he should be wearing it where he's not supposed to. So let's just be glad the Onslaught saga came along and got away with this, because it was really getting convoluted. Worse than Captain America can be convoluted. Now, number 9 is a pure example of the over muscularization, if that's even a word, of the superheroes in the mid 90s. There's no reason why Thor should look like the size of the Hulk. He really shouldn't. There's just no explanation that is plausible behind that. Number 8's also a product of the 90s, as well as number 7, but 9 has got to be the worst, along with 8 being an oh my god. And number 7, I know I'm explaining a lot here, I do believe is 616. Every time I open up a comic book and there's this Thor, it really just makes me shake my head and go, why? Why? There's no reason for this. It's just really out of hand. Now, this one at number 8, I can't help but laugh my ass off whenever I see this. This is definitely an oh my god, what the hell were you thinking? Number 7, I actually kind of like this. I wish when they went back to Heroes Reborn that he could have kept this one, because I thought this was actually pretty good. Now, number 6 and number 5, these are transformation outfits. The outfit is different, and it's Thor being transformed into something else. I actually enjoy these two, and this is why I have them on my list. Now, coming in at number 6, it definitely deserves to have a list of its own for just how crazy this was. This came out of the Fall of the Hulks Thor vs. Spider-Man special, where there were a number of heroes that were turned into Hulks, and one of them was Thor, and it's so great. If you ever have a chance, do, because the hammer changes size to the Hulk. It's really, really weird and pretty funny. Okay, whenever I see this, all I can think of is okay, so for those of you who don't know, that's Crazy Frog. It's automatically what I think of when I go to this. I didn't believe the storyline actually exists until I read it. I thought it was just an offhanded joke. But yeah, Thor Frog was actually a thing, and it was completely insane and nuts. But it actually happened. Now, number 4 and number 3 came from wildly different times in the comic book. Number 4 came from the 2000s. Number 3 came out of the 80s. Kind of a copying way of why he needed these two different armors, but they are two completely different armors. I thought these were both really cool and both worth mentioning. Now, the first time that Thor got himself, well, this is the second time that Thor got himself armor. This came out of the Fear Itself storyline. After Thor took on a cosmic level Hulk, which is just the best way to describe it, he was left in a weakened state, and Odin had armor crafted for him, where he took the hammer and Odin's sword to take on the Midgard serpent. The number 3, the golden armor, which actually existed in the comic books for some time. Thor got battered, beaten, and weakened, just like the number 4, and the golden armor came to him, which gave him the powers that he needed and was sorely lacking. Now, number 2 and number 1 are the ones that everyone will recognize. And the reason I chose the number 1 the way I did is he's probably more recognizable for Thor fans than what I chose for number 2. Number 2 is definitely, more people will be like, haha, I know that Thor. But with the Marvel movies bringing more people in, more people are familiar with the number 1. So that's why I chose it to be number 1. You'll see what I mean. Now, I chose to put this armor at number 2 because new fans of the comic books are probably not familiar with this one as the one that I have put at number 1. With the Marvel movies coming out, a whole new set of readers are now coming to the comic books, and they're more familiar with this at number 1, which is the modern costume. This is the one that people are more familiar with nowadays, so this is the one that I decided to choose as number 1. Well, those are Thor's outfits. Some ungodly, some amazingly awesome. I hope you enjoyed this video. I always enjoy making them. If you do, get that like button to click. If you'd like to see the new videos that I put out here, you can go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and you'll be notified of the new videos when they come out. I'll be coming out with some more Golden Age and Top 10 videos soon. So until then, I'll see you.